Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick demo and review of the new Laura Mercier Flawless Lumière Radiance-Perfecting Foundation. I've been trying this out for a while, and I wanted to jump on here and kind of show you guys up close how the foundation looks on the skin, my personal experience with it. If the video does end up being helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I'd love to have you here. I'm always doing weekly beauty content on my channel. So this foundation comes in 30 shades. I actually have mine in the shade 1N1 Cream, and it's what I'm wearing today. I find it just a little bit yellow. I feel like a lot of Laura Mercier products lean a tiny bit yellow, so that is something to keep in mind with this foundation. Though they do carry 30 shades of this foundation, I don't feel like it is the best because there are not a lot of dark shades and quite a bit of light shades. So glass bottles, pump, everything's pretty standard here. The bottle looks nice, and I have noticed that they are doing a little bit of rebranding here on the bottle. I think it looks good, sleek, chic, so I am happy with the packaging itself. Getting into the actual formula, I feel like this foundation is a very middle of the road, great foundation for normal to dry skin. It definitely is perfecting and luminous, and these are all things that they do advertise and market the product to do. I'm the kind of person that likes makeup that doesn't look like really heavy makeup. I think this foundation is great because of that. It doesn't look like super heavy makeup. Now, I will say I've tried the Longwear foundation, the Flawless Fusion Longwear from Laura Mercier. That looked awful on my skin, super heavy. This looks loads better than that does on my skin. But I will say this is definitely not a your skin but better foundation. This is medium to full coverage. And I think that's why I like this foundation and am a little bit more impressed with it than I thought it was going to be, because it still looks nice on the skin. It doesn't look super heavy, while also giving pretty decent coverage. So I am pretty pleased with that. This is definitely a great foundation for going out, going to holiday parties. It is going to maintain hydration throughout the night and you won't look crackly at the end of the night, but it's also giving you some coverage. It's definitely not in the same vein as a tinted moisturizer. Let's jump into the demo. As you can see from the shade, again, just a little bit too yellow for me, but it applies to the skin really nicely. This is definitely about a medium coverage. I'm sure you could build this up as well if you'd like, but I personally don't like building up foundations. I would rather go in with a bit of concealer. It doesn't exaggerate any pores, and that's something that I worry about with more radiant foundations, but this doesn't exaggerate pores, and it doesn't really sink into any fine lines or settle oddly into my face as the day goes on. I kind of had the feeling that it was going to collect around my chin. It didn't end up doing that, which I was really pleased about. My chin is my problem spot, and I also felt like it was going to start looking dry on my forehead, and it didn't. This foundation definitely fades though. It's not a super long wearing product. I think I can get a full 7-8 hours out of it, but past that, I think it does start to wear off. Granted, it does wear off gracefully. I do feel like I wouldn't go home and immediately take off my makeup. I think it still does look passable. Products blend beautifully over it. I don't feel the need to set my face when I have this on. And it's lightweight. It's not super dewy on my skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot of foundation, which is also nice with a radiant foundation, because sometimes, because there is a little bit more emollients to it, it does kind of feel sticky. Just so you can kind of see how the foundation looks with everything else over it. As you can see, it looks nice. It definitely smooths over any odd pores. This is my problem area, and it looks nice. It's not collecting in here, and just overall I feel like it perfects the skin enough but still looks radiant and hydrating. This is absolutely not a super dewy foundation. It is just radiant, you know, it has a little bit of glow to it, but again, it isn't really balmy BB cream sort of look to the skin, which I like. I think it's refreshing, a nice skin-like radiant foundation. I think the foundation is really pretty, and I will definitely be continuing to wear it. If the video was helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Make sure to subscribe. I would love to have you back, and I will see you in my next one.